Hello student, myself J Patel. Today I am taking a session on sequence in advanced SQL. So here are the objectives of our session. So first objective is define sequence, use of sequence, studio column, next well and cur R well, and drop a sequence. Oracle provides an object called sequence that can generate numerical values. An Oracle object, a sequence, help us to as the process of creating unique identifiers for a record in a database. It means with the help of sequence, we can generate an automatic number and that numbers will be unique for entire database. So definition of sequence, a sequence is simply an automatic counter which generates sequential numbers whenever required. સિક્વન્સ એટલે એક ઓટોમેટિક કાઉન્ટર કે જે સિક્વન્શિયલ નંબર જનરેટ કરે છે જ્યારે જરૂર પડે ત્યારે. Sequence is stored as a database object and that is stored in a dual table. So the values generated by sequence can be used in insert operation or in update operations. So જે પણ આપણે સિક્વન્સ બનાવીએ છીએ એની વેલ્યુ ક્યાં તો આપણે ઇન્સર્ટ ઓપરેશનમાં યુઝ કરી શકીએ ઓર અપડેટ ઓપરેશનમાં યુઝ કરી શકીએ. The values generated can have maximum of 38 digits. સિક્વન્સની હેલ્પથી આપણે જે પણ નંબર જનરેટ કરીએ એની મેક્સિમમ એમાં 38 digits હોઈ શકે. A sequence can be defined to first generate numbers in ascending order or a descending order. Sequence no use ક્યાં તો ascending order or descending order ના number generate કરવા માટે થાય છે. Second, provides interval between numbers. Sequence ની હેલ્પથી આપણે બે નંબરની વચ્ચે interval પણ provide કરી શકીએ. Like if the interval is of 2, then and the first number is 1, then the next number will be 3. The next will be 5, the next will be 7. Now, if the interval between two numbers is 4, then first number will be 1, then second number will be 5, the next number will be 9. So, we can say that sequence is also used to provide an interval between two numbers. Caching of sequence number in memory to speed up their availability. સિક્વન્સની હેલ્પથી આપણે અમુક નંબર્સ એડવાન્સમાં પણ જનરેટ કરી શકીએ and that numbers will be stored in a cache memory which will be used to speed up their availability. જો કોઈ નંબર્સ આપણે એડવાન્સમાં જનરેટ કરીને રાખ્યા હોય તો જ્યારે પણ એની જરૂર પડે ત્યારે આપણે એને સ્પીડલી એને યુઝ કરી શકીએ. So these are the main use of a sequence. Syntax of creating a sequence. Now, how we can create a syntax? So basically there are two ways to create a syntax. So first way, that is like a table. So here we can create a sequence with this statement, create sequence name. So if we are using only this statement, create sequence name, in that case our sequence will start from number 1, it will be increment by 1, there is no any maximum value. Okay, so and if we want to specify some more options or more features in a sequence, then we have to choose either one options or many options like this. First, start with integer. So with the help of this, we can specify the starting value of our sequence. So here we have to specify a value which will be our begin or first number of our sequence. Increment by integer value. So it specifies the interval between two numbers. So if we want to specify an interval of 2, then we have to write down number 2 at here. Then max value, then integer value. So here we have to specify a maximum value of sequence. And If we don't want to specify a maximum value, then in that case, we have to write down no max value. Same thing, main value space integer value. So it will specify a minimum value of our sequence number. And if you don't want to specify a minimum value, then write down no mean value. Then cycle oblique no cycle. Now, the meaning of cycle is that if we reach at the maximum value, then it will again start from a minimum value. So that is the meaning of cycle. And no cycle means if we reach at maximum value and we don't want to generate a new number, in that case, we have to write down no cycle. Then cache space integer value. So here integer value means how many numbers we want to generate in advance for a given sequence. So by default, its value is 20. So, and if you don't want to specify cache, then we have to write down no cache. The last one is order oblique no order. So if we are writing order, it means all the numbers will be generated in a particular order. If we don't want to generate a number in sequential manner or in order, then we have to write down no order. Here we can see that all the options are written between this square bracket. It means that all are optional. Okay, so if we don't specify any out of these, then it can also generate a sequence. Now, example, create sequence underscore emp. So that is my sequence name. Start with 1. So my sequence will start from number 1. Increment by 1. So my interval is 1. Minimum value 1. So minimum value of sequence will be 1 and maximum value 999. So it will generate a sequence number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 999. And here I have written cycle. So now the meaning of cycle is that when I reach at 999, then my sequence will again restart from number 1. So that is the use of cycle. Okay. And if I'm not specifying that, in that case, whenever my sequence number will reach at 999 number, at the same moment, my sequence will stop. Now, next val and cur are val. Now, what is the meaning of next val and cur are val? So, as per the name, next value and current value. So, these two are used to access a next value of sequence number as well as a current value of sequence number. Oracle provides two pseudo columns, next val and per R val, to access the value generated by the sequence. So these two are a pseudo column and both the columns are available in a dual table, which is a system defined table. So whenever we are creating any sequence, at the same moment, it will store a value in these two columns. So these pseudo columns are used with a sequence name as described below. Like how we can access. So syntax is that sequence name dot cur r val. So here I have to write down my sequence name dot cur r val. So it will return a current value of existing sequence. So it returns the current value of sequence. Sequence name dot next val. So it will return the next value of sequence. Now, practical demonstration of sequence. So here, we have created one table with name student. So let's see how many records are exist. So right now we can see that there is no any record exists in my student table. Now, let's see the structure of student table. So the structure of student table is described like this. It has 3 columns: enroll, as name, and semester. Sequence is always created on a numerical value. So here we will use enrollment number column for our sequence. So in a enrollment number column, we will store a value of our sequence. Okay. So how we can create a sequence? So for that, we have to write down create sequence, then sequence name. So here in my case, my sequence name is my set or my sequence. So here I have written only this create sequence my sequence, then semicolon. It means my sequence will start from number 1. It is increment by 1. There's minimum value 1. There's no maximum value. So it will generate a sequence number up to 38 digits. Okay. So as soon as I'm pressing enter key, we can see the output sequence is created. So here my sequence is created. Now I can use this sequence in this table. So like I'm using insert into student values my sequence dot next val, comma name, suppose that is Rohit, then semester 4. As soon as I press enter key, display a message 1 row created. Again I am using another insert key, student, insert into student values. Then I am using my sequence dot next val, comma Rahul, comma 5. So now 2 rows are created. Okay. Now let's see in a student table. So select star from student. So here we can see that enrollment number whose value is not specified by us. We have just written my sequence dot next val very first time. So it will store 1. And in next time we have written my sequence dot next val. So it will return number 2. So it will use to generate automatic number. Okay. So whenever we want to use a sequence, at the same moment, just we have to write down sequence name dot next val. So it will generate a automatic number. Now let's see another example of sequence number. So before we are moving proceed, first we will delete all the records of our student table. So delete from student. I'm executing commit command. So all the changes will be made permanently into database. Now let's see how many records are exist. So there are no many records exist. Now create another sequence. Create sequence my sequence. Start with 5, increment by 3 and semicolon. So here I have created my sequence, my seq, which is start with 5. So my first number will be 5 and increment by 3. It means the interval between 3 numbers, that is 3. Okay. So my first number will be 5, then the next number will be 8, the next number will be 11 and so on. Here I have not provided any maximum value. So it will increment, increment and increment and increment. Now I'm using insert query. So insert into student values my seq dot next val, comma name, then semester. So 1 row is created. Again I'm executing another insert query. So insert into values my sequence dot next val, comma Rahul, then 5. Now we have inserted 2 records. Now let's see the records of student table. So here we can see that Rohit, that is my first record. So its roll number is 5. Right? Rahul is my next number. So its enrollment number is 8. Okay. Now as soon as I'm inserting another number, another record, So insert into student values my sequence dot next val comma seeker comma 6. So one more record is inserted. Now let's see. So seeker will be added with enrollment number 11. So by this way, we can use a sequence to insert a record. Now, how we can get a next value and a current value of a sequence from a database? Okay. So whenever we are creating any sequence that is stored in a dual table, so select my sequence dot are well from dual. So it will return the current value of my sequence. So that is 11. So whatever the number last generated in my sequence, that will be available at here. Now, what is my next number? So to get that, I have to write down, select my sequence next val from dual. So it will return the next number. So what will be my next number? So that will be increased by 3. So that will be number 14. So here we can see that number 14. So that is my next number in my sequence, my thread. Okay. So that is the use of sequence in Oracle. Now, after creating and using a sequence, next one is a destroying a sequence. So sequence is destroyed same like a table. To destroy any table, we are using a drop command. So to destroy a sequence, drop command is used. The syntax is that drop sequence name. Example, drop sequence underscore emp. So here sequence underscore emp, that is my sequence which is created in a database. Okay. Now let's see practical demonstration on how to destroy a sequence. So here we have created one sequence that is mysec. Okay. So first of all, we are using mysec dot next val from 12. So it returns the next value of my sequence. Okay. Now how to destroy sequence? So sequence is destroyed with the help of drop command. So drop sequence name. So that is my seq. So as soon as I'm executing this command, it will return an answer as a sequence is dropped. Now, if I'm executing the same statement again, then it will return an error like sequence does not exist because our sequence is dropped from a database. So by this way, we can use a sequence in database or in Oracle. So in this session, we have learned how to create a sequence, how to use a sequence, how to get a next value and current value of a sequence, and how to destroy a sequence.